Welcome back for another channeled message of what Spirit wants you to know right now. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a returning star family, how you doing? It's your girl, Lady Leo. We're going to dive into the energies. Be sure to hit the like button so you can dive in with me, okay? Start off by cleansing and setting the space. We're going to call in Spirit together, and then we're going to get into these messages, okay? Good morning. What's going on? I'm going to have to get me a new torch, y'all. I have to go do that today. There's a little book lighter. Ain't cutting it. Good morning. Hi, how y'all doing? So happy Libra season. We just had that crazy eclipse. And sun and moon just entered into Libra. So happy Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras. Hi, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? There it goes. Now it's starting to light. Now it's starting to light. So basically, we're going to do what we did yesterday morning. We're going to start off slow, and then we'll pick up the energy, okay? I know some of y'all are getting off the graveyard shift. Some of y'all are getting up to go to work, depending on where you're watching this from. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the little gray notification bell, so I can see you again, boo-boo. And you know when I post more messages like this one. Okay, here we go. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. Cleanse my energy. Good juju for me. We're going to protect with this Palo Santo. Dang, y'all, 77. That's a good number. So I'll let the light back to you times 10. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, TikTok. There we go. Yeah, y'all, this Palo Santo has been lighting good the past couple of mornings. There we go. Protect your energy. Protect my energy. So candle update. If you weren't here yesterday morning, we did a candle lighting for protection. Let's see, I think our messages were more about like an illusion. Someone's trying to project some sort of illusion onto you. So we did a candle to help be aware of the things we need to be aware of, to see the things the way that we need to see them. Okay, let's call in Spirit real quick. I'm already shuffling cards, y'all. I'm ready to go. Good morning, God, Source, Universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, council of light, ascended masters, and all other benevolent beings of light of the third heaven and higher. I ask that you shield us in a holy, divine, white light of protection, shield our space, our energy, and the stream from any outside negative energies, entities, and it is not allowed here. Spirit, I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in channeling the best and highest message for the collective during this time spent to be. Thank you, Spirit. All right, now we can do it. Now we can get into it. Best and highest wishes here for the collective. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? So this is our first card, and we're going to read from the book, okay? And then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Like I said, we're going to start it off slow, and then build it up. Not everybody's awake yet. Let's see what we got going on. 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. I just posted a reading about this, y'all. Someone's trying to hunt the hunter. Let's see what we got with this. Be the hunter, not the hunted. 8, abundance, infinite possibilities. Okay, this is what it says. It's got an owl on this card, and that's a big ancestor symbol for me, or owls. Looks like it's got the flower of life on here too. So maybe, yeah, it's kind of like maybe like 3, 6, 9 type of things, like circadian rhythm. Lots about insight, clarity, wisdom, maturity. I'm not sure if y'all see what I see. I'll show y'all just in case y'all see something that stands out to you. Okay, be the hunter, not the hunted. Do you feel you're at the beck and call of circumstances, situations, and relationships that are outside of your control? Is your attention being called away from what you love, from your passionate focus upon your own journey and creative self-expression? Are you feeling roped into becoming a support tonic savior and heal off for others? This is a big difference between healthy supportiveness in a relationship, which includes healthy self-support and ignoring your own journey out of misplaced guilt, shame, unworthiness, or the belief that the needs of others are more important than your own. That is not compromise. That is unhealthy and neglectful of yourself. You're being asked to see through the assumptions, expectations, tantrums, or manipulations that they may be put upon you by yourself or others. See through them to the truth. You can only sidestep, change your response to, or choose to release that which you can recognize. This oracle brings you some important news. You were capable of seeing the truth, outsmarting old patterns, and responding more creatively to craft new and improved relationships. You don't have to be drawn into the dramas of others or the suffering of repetitive struggles. You can become still and intent with a willingness to see the truth. In doing so, you will be open to being shown another way for the inner wisdom of the heart, or a flash of insight from the great universal mind that penetrates your own awareness. This oracle also brings you particular guidance that there is a message coming your way. This message will be important to you, and you are not to paint it as anything more or less than what it is. Sit with your heart, take your time, even if there is a deadline for your answer. You will be able to bend and stretch time so that in your relaxation you can feel for what your truth is in this situation at hand and respond appropriately. The more honest your response, without the need to be aggressive or apologetic, the more energy you will be unleashing from unhealthy patterns and into fresh new course your life now wants to take. This is a powerful time for you. No matter how seemingly small or how apparently dramatic events around you appear to be, know that you are stepping into a new phase of empowerment. From that place, new freedom and self-love will emerge. Mother Nature offers you the wisdom medicine of the owl, the ability to hear what is not spoken and see what is hidden in darkness. Trust what you feel beyond appearances. The power and magic of the owl is working with you, and Mother Nature is by your side, assisting you in navigating the current life transition into a new way of being. So this is the healing part, if y'all want to participate, okay? Relax and imagine, perceive, or feel that there is a deep indigo night sky above you and a full moon shining. There is stillness. For a moment, there is peace. Then you just hear the sound of wings moving through the air, and you see an owl pass in front of the moon. There is grace and unwavering focus in the movement. There is absolute certainty and precision. Feel the power and natural ability of that animal to navigate with strong, unwavering instinct. Now imagine that the owl is with you. It might be sitting above you on a tree branch or by your feet, for example. Feel your vision become sharp and your hearing acute. You are able to see, hear, and sense the truth, even when it is obscured by lies, manipulations, unconsciousness, or deception. You will be the successful hunter for the truth. You will not be hunted down or fall prey to illusion. Say, I am willing to accurately perceive the truth in whatever life situation is now helpful for my spiritual growth and creative awakening. I feel empowered to commit to myself and my path without fear or holding back. I receive this vision through unconditional love. So be it, so it is. In your own time, just open your eyes. Then you have completed your healing process. Notice the intuitions, thoughts, and impressions that occur to you over the coming days or weeks. Don't discount your sense of things. When something occurs to you, don't dismiss it. Instead, affirm yourself. With unconditional love, I will be inspired as how to creatively and consciously deal with this. So be it, and so it is. All right, y'all. So this actually aligns with what we were talking about yesterday, right? That's what I was telling y'all, those of you just popping in. I even lit a candle because my whole dream was, it was like dropped into a maze. And as you go around the corners of this maze, there's like mirrors everywhere. So it's like someone's trying to project illusions onto you. So that's why we lit a candle yesterday, was to be able to see what is unseen. So you can cut through lies, right? You can see things clearly. The truth will surface. So we're continuing that theme onto today. Plus it's Libra season today, right? I just said that Sun and Moon just entered into Libra, and that's all about balance and harmony and relationships, finding balance in all areas of life and maintaining that. So interesting. I love this deck though. This is the Sacred Rebels Oracle. I've had it for a while, and sometimes I just get called to use it. I guess through seasons. Okay, so let's pull some of these. Let's see what we got going on. Best and highest messages here. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. What's going on? Your ascendant is in Libra. Best and highest message, Spirit. Weight of the world. Boundaries let go is not yours to carry. This is something else we've been talking a lot about too. A lot of us are learning how to have better boundaries with people, especially if we grew up as people pleasers. Oh, goodness, y'all. Another thing is we tend to, especially if you resonate with this energy, right? Empaths, highly sensitives, light workers, light warriors, shamans, star seeds, put it where fits, don't make it fit. Y'all know the drill. Whatever label you want to attach to it. But a lot of us, we tend to want to carry the weight for other people. You know, it's like we see them struggling, we see them having pain, and we want to take that on for people. And sometimes that's not the best thing, not only for us, but for the other person. You know, so we're learning, especially just as a collective, where it's no longer our responsibility to carry things for other people. It's more focused on you. What do you need? Not overextending yourself, you know. Not becoming drained so that you can have the energy and the focus that you need to apply to what it is that you got going on. All right, what else is here? Called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. So those of you that are getting started something, is something that you want to launch, there's something that you want to do, right? How are you holding yourself back? You know, you've been called to step up. You've been called to do this thing. You can feel it in your spirit, but you keep holding yourself back, right? And a lot of us get caught up with like trying to over-educate ourselves, you know? It's like you stall, you stagnate yourself because you're afraid to put yourself out there. That's for somebody, okay? Finally do the thing. Post the post. Announce the thing, the date, whatever, claim it, and just do it already, okay? The sooner you start, the sooner that you can get going. What else is here, Spirit? Give yourself permission. Why not you? Why not you? Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. So this is reminding us that we have the paintbrush to our canvases, okay? Canvas being our life. How do you want to paint it to be, right? Who have you given your paintbrush to? Who are you allowing to paint on your painting? You know? So there's a message here to call your power back, that you are the creator of your own reality, you know? Especially if you've given your paintbrush to somebody. It's like, come on, give it back, hand it over. And that's where you're having boundaries. It's where you've allowed other people to have your paintbrush and paint your damn painting. So let go. It's not yours to carry. It's time to step up. Take creative accountability. Hand the paintbrush. Get your paintbrush back. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations. Because that's exactly what you're doing. That's what most of us are trying to do. Birth this new way of being. We talked about that yesterday morning. We want change, right? That's a lot of us have been preaching for a while, or, you know, getting on our tangents about change, the change that is that we want to take place. But then change starts to happen, and then we get uncomfortable, you know? It's like we back out. We go chicken shit. So here you are, taking creative accountability, taking your paintbrush back so that you can get back in alignment with birthing this new age, birthing this new way of being for yourself. Because a lot of y'all are big dreamers. You are. Whoa, that one on the floor. Hold on, let me get this. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Good morning. What we got? Let me get back over here for y'all see my big old pink fluffy house shoes with the little claws on them. A little fluffy dragon feet house shoes. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. So here's this Venusian energy. Okay, it rules Libra. So this is where you're starting to fall in love with the journey rather than the destination, right? This is where, y'all, when you do that, you don't focus so much on where it is that you're going, because that is important. Y'all, I'm seeing this blue light. Like this blue stripy light going on right here. What is that about? Anyway, there goes my squirrel. ADHD. funky stuff going on in here this morning. What was I saying, y'all? I lost my damn train of thought. No, you're falling in love with the destination rather than the journey, right? We get so focused on the destination of where it is that we're going that we forget to stop and smell the roses, if you will, you know? It's when you start falling in, like, and that's another thing. Why are you trying to rush to get to the destination? A lot of times, by the time we get to the destination, it's time for us to leave this earthly realm. Why are you trying to rush that? At least fall in love with where it is that you're going, right? Along the way, stop and smell the roses, okay? Stop and take time to appreciate what it is around you. This spiritual being having this human experience is part of what it's about. Is to take it all in. To not rush things. Not get that tunnel vision and not experience what's around you. Hi, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the shares. Thank y'all for engaging this morning. Send all that love light back to you. Tom's 10. What's going on, y'all? What else is here, Spirit? Give me a few more. I'm sorry. Defensive. I can't even say it. Defenselessness, right past wrongs, and uprooting. So somebody may be trying to come to apologize to you. This is also where you're giving yourself some grace, okay? This is really important. The way that we learn how to give ourselves grace, it's easier for us to give grace to others, right? Forgive them for they not know what they do. There's a lot of like righting past wrongs or uprooting from places or spaces within yourself or on your journey where it's not meant for you. You've outgrown it. It's time to let it go, which is what this whole eclipse was about, right? We've been talking a lot about how Saturn has retrograded back into Pisces and is bringing a lot of things to surface to tie up those loose ends or to reevaluate, did we tie up loose ends there, you know? And then as we move into Libra season, we're having this we're wanting to create more harmony and balance within connections and relationships, whether that's to self and that's also to other people. Good morning, y'all. Thank you for that. Give me some more. The weather's changing here, y'all. It's starting to get a little bit cooler in the mornings in the Mississippi. At least inside it is, because, you know, we still got the ACs on. So if y'all hear me a little stuffy, that's what it is. My sinuses are starting to get crazy. It's that time of year. What else is here, Spirit? Lifting the veil. We got a lot of these starseed cards coming out. This is a mix of the Rebecca Campbell decks. I've got the starseed and the Work Your Light decks mixed together. We've got a lot of these starseed cards coming out. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything aligned must go. Yes. This is where we're taking a deeper look. This is where we're taking a look at all of our paint colors, all of the mediums that it is that we use to paint this painting of life, right? We're kind of saying, what materials is it that we want to use this go round on this canvas in this chapter of our life? You know, anything unaligned must go. So that's also, let's just say you're trying to level up in some sort of way, right? Maybe you're going for a promotion at work or that job or finishing something or starting that project, you know, whatever that looks like for you. You're taking a look at your routine, your habits, your thoughts, and it's kind of like this. Are you spending a bunch of time in a negative mindset? Are you spending a lot of time doom scrolling or like doom scrolling things that aren't even aligned with where it is that your headspace is, you know? Are you binge watching Netflix instead of focused on ways that you can advance yourself in your career or to get that promotion or start that project or to hit that goal? You know, are you spending too much in the corner at the bar, right? That's where you're looking at and you're seeing if it needs to be omitted or not. What are the things that you're doing that are helping you achieve those goals, right? That's what it is that you're keeping. You're keeping that there in your schedule, on your routine, with your intentions, right? What are you intending to create? What are you intending to do? Does this align with that? If it's not, then it's a hindrance to where it is you're trying to go, what it is you're trying to do. People, places, and things. Is that person a threat to what it is you got going on? Especially if they're in your ear. Creating self-doubt. Don't do that. Don't doubt self. Don't do that. You're confident. You were confident before you were around this person. You were confident before you started, you know, adopting those ideals. Stay in that space. Boundaries. Big on boundaries. Look at all these people trying to grab at your energy. You could be responsible for a lot of people, or maybe a lot of people come to you for help. I see somebody just constantly tugging at somebody's energy here. Very codependent. So it's almost like people depend on you. They rely on you for something here. And it's kind of like you're having to tell people, no, I cannot take that on during this time. No, this is not aligned with me and what it is that I'm doing. So I can't invest into that during this time. What else is here? You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Yeah, okay. You're not meant to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to resonate with your ass. Because you special, okay? And it's like I tell my kids. When they were younger, do y'all ever get into those blind bags? Your kids ever get into watching them blind bag videos? They used to like to get these little blind bags from Walmart. And there was like the flipperoo things. And it came with like this little paper in there with the different other flipperoos. And they were put into different categories. So some of them were common. Some of them were rare. Some of them were ultra rare, right? You are ultra rare. Okay? You're not going to be for everyone. It's kind of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Not everybody gets the golden ticket. Okay? It's rare. The 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life and Expression. Yeah, this has a lot to do with the way that you're expressing yourself. So maybe it is. Maybe you have certain viewpoints or spiritual beliefs, or there's something about you that's really controversial, you know? So maybe you were shut up a lot. You weren't allowed to express yourself because of the way you chose to express yourself, right? You're allowed to be seen. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to express yourself. So whoever told you to shut up and sit down, you tell them go shut up and sit down. That's the highest message here. Good morning, y'all. Welcome. Thanks for all the likes. All that love like back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. We've got Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. We talked about this yesterday. This came out yesterday morning. Good morning, y'all. How you doing? So I brought up the fact that our DNA stores 13.5 billion years worth of information, y'all. That's like since the beginning of our universe. Do you know how incredibly intelligent you really are? And all you're doing is you're tapping within yourself to figure things out, you know? It's kind of like what it is that we're doing here, right? Isn't that incredible? 13.5 billion years of information stored in your DNA. Then you start thinking about like animals. This is kind of a little bit off topic. There we go again about ADHD. You start thinking about animals, you know, and how they know that instinct of what to do. It's because they pass it down. It's passed down through the bloodline, through blood and bone, you know. So that's for somebody. You're way more intelligent than you give yourself credit for, okay? Don't use those as excuses. Don't become victims of your victimhood mentality, victims of your circumstances. If you believe you can achieve, you will receive. Where focus goes, energy flows, okay? Yes, I am doing readings, y'all. Those of you that are interested in getting in line for a reading, we currently have 2 people for minis. CashApp, Venmo, PayPal at ladyleospiritual. $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended. First come, first serve. Okay, here we go. Give me a couple more from this deck and then we'll move on. The Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So yeah, we just entered into autumn, right? Autumn equinox today. And we're going to be coming into winter. And what do we do during this time of the void? Right? This is where we pause. Okay, so there's a rebirth that's coming in. If you haven't started feeling a rebirth yet, because a lot of us have already started feeling this energy with the eclipse, with this, all these different transits going on, you know. So here's this great cosmic womb. So it's like you're getting ready to have some sort of transformation. There's something that's changing in a big way. But this is kind of like where we're in the cocoon. I don't know if y'all heard me talk about the cocoon before. Kind of like a butterfly, and you're getting contorted, and you're changing, and you're a bunch of mush, and it's uncomfortable, you know. But as you go through the cycle, you come out this beautiful butterfly. So there is something. You pay PayPal. Miranda, I did yours. Yours just got posted to YouTube. The replay just got posted to YouTube. So let me screenshot this. If you DM me here, I'll send you the link, because I didn't have a way to contact you. Okay, but anyway. All right, give me 2 more from this deck, Spirit, and we're going to move on. That's nice messages here. I got Galnaz, Ashley. I think Ashley's came in first. Ashley, Galnaz. Thank y'all. Good morning. If you're new to getting personal readings, y'all, we do the collective message first. I end that stream. I take me a little break. I go stretch my legs, get me re-up on my water, and then I start a new stream. All replays are posted to YouTube. I usually can get those uploaded within 24 hours. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Okay, so a lot of y'all may resonate with like starseed energy, okay, or starseed terms, terminologies. You feel, I'm talking to a collective group of people where you're just different, okay? You don't resonate with everybody. There's something about you that sets you apart. Maybe you felt like you were outcasted, black wolf, black sheep collective. Okay, there's a lot of times where maybe you even felt like an alien in your own skin, an alien in your environment, an alien in your communities. And it's almost like you've had to learn how to work in this human mindset, in the ways of society, the conformity of it all, but you're not meant to, you know? So you've had to learn to be of this or in this world, but not necessarily feel like you're from it. Maybe you find yourself looking at the stars all the time. You know, I'm getting ET phone home. ET phone home. No, it's like you're longing for your tribe, your group, your peoples, you know, that soul family, the star family. And that could be incredibly difficult. So that's also a message for somebody this morning, or whenever you're tuning into this. Is that you are so loved, you are lovable, you're meant to be different. It was by design, you know. And those of you that are more open-minded with your spiritual beliefs, okay, just to share in mind, I'm an omniist, so I believe that there's truth in all religions, but no one religion holds all truths, you know. So I'll refer to what my traditional belief system was a lot, which was Catholicism. But you're so incredibly rare, but there's something about you that you make people change their perspectives, whether you believe it or not, but whether you're told that or not. Okay, does that make sense? You're meant to shake things up. Okay, you're part of the age of Aquarius that it is that we're moving into as we're shifting in. You know, because this goes so slow over generations, but you're part of that mission here. A lot of y'all that have been outcasted, that you've been pushed aside, misunderstood. It's that way by design, because you bring in new ways of thinking for other people. That's what that change is, okay? You are the it thing. You are the revolution in itself, walking in the flesh. So you're here to usher in that change for yourself and for others, for us as a whole community, a collective of how we are on this earthly realm. Okay, Spirit, give me one more from this deck, and we're going to move on. Priestess, a lot about how are you being called to step up and lead. See, y'all are leaders. I just heard leaders of the free world. I don't know who that was for. Y'all are leaders in your own divine right, okay? And that takes another thing. You know, think about the people who are the most successful in leadership positions. One, most of them didn't necessarily ask to be there, okay? Two, it just happened by default. We talked about that yesterday. That's what I was talking about yesterday. I used to be on the vice president of my kids' PTO. I didn't want to be on the PTO, y'all. I didn't even want to be on the PTO, okay? But I was there because my kid was getting bullied, and I was doing Investigator Leo. I was trying to see who was picking on my kid. I was there to spy and gain intel, okay? I was not there for everybody else's kids. Let me just be honest. Let me just put it out there. That's what the deal was, okay? That was the situation. And somehow, some way, over a 2-year period of time, I ended up in the vice president's role. And I'm like, I didn't want that, y'all. But it happened by default because nobody else seemed to give, one, nobody else cared the way that I cared. And two, I felt like I was on the C team when I felt like I needed to be on the A team. And I feel like that's a lot of y'all too. It's like every single time you get put on a team, you're the most competent one in the group. And not saying that anybody's better than anybody, but like, what is up with that? Why does it happen like that every single time? Because you're meant to step up and lead. You know what to do naturally. You have strong intuition. You're intuitive. You know how to use your instinct. And it's because of the really fucked up situations that it is that you've been in over and over and over and over again. It's forced you to have to use your intuition. You know how to read a fucking room when you walk into it. You know how to read the situation. And most of the time you're spot on. We need that in this world. Right? That's what I was saying. Leaders, people that are, it creates people who are different, who think differently to be leaders. Otherwise, everybody's just following the same person. You weren't meant to follow. You were meant to forge a path. You were meant to be the leader, right? Forrest Gump. We talk about Forrest Gump here a lot. Forrest Gump went for a freaking run. He was done being outcasted and misunderstood and put in these situations he didn't ask to be put in. So one day he decided to go take a run, right? And before you knew it, he had a whole mob of people following behind him. He's like, what the hell? Right? He wasn't trying to be no leader. You leaders of the free world, okay? All right. Best and highest messages here. Yeah, let's pull from here. Let's pull a couple from here. What do we need to know? Life is like a box of chocolates. Yeah. You never know what you're going to get. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Best and highest messages here. Okay, what's just in the energy? What's just in the energy here? We're about to move into the tarot, y'all. I tried to start it off slow for y'all and then pick up the momentum. Because we get a little fiery hot if you're new. We get sassy. Tell the haters go get their hater shades. Because we shining our light bright over here. And if they want to be drinking on the haterade, they can go group up and do that over there. We don't want it over here. Okay, Spirit. Best and highest messages. Here we go. Strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. 1 and 7 on that card makes an 8. So you have somebody who's really holding on to your energy, right? I told y'all that here when we got this card. It's like people depend on you for something. So that whether this is one person or multiple people, you got somebody tugging onto your energy. They don't want to see you go. They don't want to see you excel or advance or leave them behind in some sort of way. So it's like they're energetically trying to tug you back. This could be somebody you recently cut off. Maybe you're just thinking about cutting them off and they picking up on it. A lot of times when we spend a lot of time with other people, we create energetic and spiritual cords with them. So this could be somebody that you're trying to distance yourself from, and they can energetically or spiritually feel it. Fairy of the Highlands, it's time to be brave. There's 2 on that card. So universe has your back, whether that's negative or positive thoughts. Okay. So someone's holding on way too tight. It's a time for you to be brave. Okay. It's a time to be courageous with something. And I know I'm talking to my Braveheart Collective. It can be hard to stand up for what it is that you believe in. But most of us here, right, we're the truth seekers, the truth tellers, the whistleblowers, if you will, the brave hearts. We're brave to stand up with what it is that's on our heart. We have Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a great leader. Dang, y'all. Something about you're meant to fucking lead. 2-2. 2-2. You were co-creating with the universe here, okay? That you were meant to freaking lead. You're meant to be in the forefront. And I'm getting something about what it is that you know. Y'all going to want to watch yesterday's live stream. Something about what it is that you know. You have the insight, the knowledge. And this isn't something that you read in a fucking textbook. This is something that you experience. You have true grit, life experience, hard knocks. You know, that's what we were saying. It's like you go to therapy and somebody's like trying to project their therapy session onto you. And you're like, bitch, they wrote the textbook on me. They were studying me. I know, I lived it. You know, someone's trying to tell you who it is that you is. Who you are. And like, no, don't put me in that box. You were meant to be a great leader. What else is here, Spirit? Autumn is my last chance. Don't lose hope. 6 on that card. Harmony and balance. Here we go again with this Libra energy. Autumn is my last chance for what? Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. The mermaid and the turtle. An elder will teach you. Don't lose hope. Here comes an elder in to teach you, okay? Now, sometimes these elder energies, sometimes they're just spirit guides. Sometimes these are actually physical people here on in our earthly realm that it is that we share experiences with on this plane. You know, and this could be some sort of mentor or teacher that's going to help you come into this leadership position, or just whether this is in your physical, in the physical or in the spiritual. Because a lot of y'all, your ancestors are praising your names in the spirit realm, okay? Y'all have some sort of hierarchy in the spirit world. Amara and the Menahoon, aloha healings. There's a lot of healing taking place during this time. 2, 1, and 9 on that card makes a 10. Endings of cycles and new ones beginning. With this harmony and balance. After times of change and transformation. You're meant to be a great leader. It's time to be brave. And then someone's holding on way too tightly. They don't want you to leave them behind. Wing seer, you see clearly. Yeah, a lot of you are so incredibly intuitive. Look at all the eyeballs on you. I don't even know if you're aware. Most of you are aware. You know people spying on your ass. You know they're coming to spy. They got to take notes. Okay, you are their best source of entertainment. But a lot of y'all are. Okay, you're seeing a situation clearly. So if you needed confirmation on that, that very well could have been for you. What else turned over? Angel of Alchemy. Your alchemist angels. 3, 3, 12, 21. Look at the mirrored numbers there. 3, 3. Master builders. Master manifestors here. So you know how to alchemize the situation. This is where you're taking something that's very like a hardship, something that's painful, and you're turning it into some sort of personal power. Flies are always everywhere. That could be something spiritual warfare. Unless you're talking about spies. That can be spiritual warfare too, though. If you we're not getting into that. That's not what this morning is about. We're talking more about balance in relationships today. We'll talk about spiritual warfare and all that kind of stuff on another day. I told you were rare. What? Shine bright like a diamond. All right, you are unlike anyone else. Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. See, all the weird little quirky things that make you you is what makes you interesting. You would look just like everybody else, sound like just everybody else. It'd be boring as fuck. I'm Leo, y'all. I don't like boring. You know what I mean? No, you were never meant to just fall into the background. You're the centerpiece, boo-boo. You're supposed to get this attention, okay, to be in this leadership position. In Orca Magic, the Akashic libraries are open. It's 555 on the clock, 88. Dang, y'all. All right, so I definitely know I'm talking to a collective. You're tapped the fuck in, okay? You have a really strong connection to your spirit team, to spirit in general. Connected to the all that ever was and the all that ever will be here. Past, present, future. Tapping in, getting information. Okay, also, some of y'all are coming into union with some sort of soul tribe members here, okay? Orca whales are actually dolphins, and dolphins are pod members, okay? So they're really about their pod. They need their community. Okay, so something about you could be coming and making new connections with like new members of Soul Tribe. Okay. All right, y'all, let's hop into the tarot. Let's see what we got going on here. And y'all want me to pull words first? Y'all tell me. So if you're watching the replay on YouTube, if you come join the lives on either Instagram or on TikTok, y'all get to help me pick what we're doing next sometimes. So y'all want me to just hop into the tarot? Y'all want me to pull some more oracle, some words? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. If I didn't greet you when you came in, I just got super focused on the reading. I get ADHD. Hi, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Galnaz. I appreciate that. I didn't specify mine, but I want it about 11 work on tarot. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Tarot? All right. We'll skip the words this morning. Ask and you shall receive, darling. All right, best and highest message here. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? What comes up comes out. What comes up comes out. How's the collective energy? How's your energy? Y'all want a reading? It's CashApp, Venmo, PayPal, at ladyleospiritual. Same spelling as here. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, and $44 for extended. A mini is just like a quick little express reading. We're just going to just maybe 8 minutes. Career reading, we'll go a little bit further and deeper in that, specifically about money, assets, investments, your coin, what that looks like. A love reading, we're going to look at your energy, the person on your mind. We're going to see their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Some spiritual advice. We're going to look at the challenge of the situation. For an extended, you get to just expand on whatever. Kind of like Ashley. Ashley got an extended, but she wants to know about both career and love. So we'll do a little dive into both of those for her. All right. So anyway, best and highest message here. If you want a private reading, go to ladyleospiritual.com. Those of you that are getting messages from somebody pretending to be me, I will never, ever, ever DM you to entice you to get a reading. That's not how I got my stuff set up. You got to find me and seek me out. I believe in what it is that I do, and I set an intention. I say a prayer, and if I come up in your feed, then Spirit put me there for a reason. If you felt resonated to come see me, Spirit's going to send you my way. I don't seek y'all out. I don't do that. If that's not me DMing you. Watch your six, watch your money, watch your blessings. Okay, Spirit. That's the nice messages. Six of Pentacles. So here we go with this Libran energy. I love y'all too. I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank y'all for being here. Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take. So this is what it is that we were talking about, right? We're getting in alignment with what it is that we're trying to do or what it is that we're trying to go. Okay? If it's not equal give and take, it mucks up the energy and it creates energetic blockages. People, places, things, ideas. So that career that it is that you're burning yourself out for, and it's not giving back, it's creating blockages in the energy. That person that's been breadcrumbing your ass, right? They've been coming in doing the bare ass minimum, giving you the stale ass pieces of toast, knowing that you deserve a whole damn basket of cheddar biscuits. That person, if they're not giving what it is that you're giving, it's mucking the energetic flow, it's creating blockages, okay? So that's what it is that we're striving for, especially in this Libra season. How much is extended? It's 44. All right, tell me about this, Spirit. Tell me. Thank you. What did I tell you? See the infinite symbol right there? The infinity symbol? Then we have the Empress coming out. So, yes, it has to be equal give and take for you to have this abundance, to reach this Empress level of what it is that you're doing. Birthing this new thing out into the world. Being fertile. Having it grow, okay? Male or female, okay? This is also Venus energy, Libra. A lot about Libra. Carrie, I got you, baby. I got you. What else is here? The World. Because you're closing out cycles and there's new cycles beginning, okay? But this is what it is. I explain this energy here. Maybe you're not quite in the new phase just yet in this new cycle, okay? So you're in the in-between. So it can be really uncomfortable because one door's still closing. It's still in the process of closing that out. Okay, in the new one, right, that door is not quite open all the way where you can go through. So you're in the in-between. And it can be confusing, but it's the transition of it, okay? It's the transition. Yeah, and that could be... That's what it is that you're having to persevere. Is the hardship of this transition. Some of y'all, it was abrupt. Some of this stuff's happened very abruptly, especially with this eclipse energies. You know, it's very unexpected change. We weren't necessarily bracing ourselves for that. I got you, Carrie. I saw it. All right. Best and highest messages, Spirit. What's the situation? What's the situation? 10 of Wands. Yeah. This has been a big theme this week so far. In a lot of ways, you've had to bear the brunt of responsibilities. It's like everybody wants you to carry their ish for them. Here they go. They're going to start piling it onto you. Piling it onto you. You got this person over here piling there on their shit. You know, this is where you're breaking free of that. You're not in that cycle anymore. Being that way doesn't serve you. okay? And you're giving people their ish back, saying, this is mine to carry, and I'm getting up and I'm moving, I'm hightailing it out of here. Now you can move because you're not carrying everybody's shit anymore. Right? The load is lighter. You can move now, okay? So some of y'all are leaving situations that have burdened you with responsibility that is not yours. That's a beautiful thing. That's one of the best things that you could have done. You freed yourself. Tell me about the Ten of Wands, or you're freeing yourself. The Page of Wands, and people are watching you walk away. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. And why? Because whatever it is that you're moving away from, whatever it is that you're letting go, okay, this is where these people are coming back to watch you. They're watching you leave your energy. They're coming to spy on you. This is indirect information being gained here from people, this person, these people, okay? But it's like they're coming to spy on you, and whatever it is that they see has them in an energy where they're holding on. They don't want to let you go, which tells me you're leveling up. They didn't make the cut. They can't get in the limo with you. They don't have the golden ticket, right? We're talking about Willy Wonka and the golden ticket. They didn't get a golden ticket. The only way that they're going to get to go into the factory is if you give up your damn ticket. But it's not, it's not theirs. It's yours. You're meant to go through that door, not them. That's not your fault. It's not their path. It's not their time. It's yours. Give me one more on the situation. Tell me about this spa, Spirit. Tell me a little bit more about these spas. Who's spying on you? Who is this? Somebody you walked away from because they did the most to you. This is huge. That's a lot. 10 swords. So this is someone who either betrayed you over and over again. They lied to your face. They were critical of you. They purposely told you things to make you self-doubt. Okay, this person is not, this person actually did not have your best interest at heart, whoever this is. 10-10 on this, which makes, we got that 21 there. You had to walk away. This was blocking, it's blocking your blessings. So there could have been some sort of realization of that too. Cash App, please, for mini readers. Sorry, lost service. At Lady Leo Spiritual. Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. All right, what's the challenge here? What's the challenge? Hi, y'all. Thank y'all. 4.1K likes. So that love light back to you times 10. Thank you for being here, TikTok. Good morning, Instagram. What's the challenge? Death and I told you. We're going through major transformations. Okay, a lot of awakening going on, okay? So here we go again with this another spiritual awakening phase. New levels, new devils. Y'all know how this goes. If you're newer to this, nobody told me that in the beginning. Nobody told me there was more than one spiritual awakening level. I'm in the middle of my first one, right? You get through the first phase. And here comes the second wave, and it's like, oh shit, again. Yes, we're constantly closing out cycles. We're constantly evolving. We're constantly growing and ascending. There's more than one if you're new. Okay. Let me save you a lot of heartache and just give you the bad news now. Oh, it's a roller coaster ride. Good morning from Alaska. How you doing from the Mississippi? What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Give me one more. Tell me about challenges. This death and rebirth phase, this transition, this transformation. I'm seeing a lot of 7s too. Somebody's getting ready to hit some sort of spiritual jackpot. Tell me about the challenge, Spirit. Death and rebirth. Ah, yeah. So another challenge here is having better boundaries, okay? Being in a lack mindset. Don't do that. Another thing is where you're not giving up your resources to other people who don't rate it. That's a big one, right? I talked a lot about empaths, light workers, light seers, light warriors, healers, shamans, starseeds, whatever label you want to put on it. We're givers, you know. We want to help people out. So we will sacrifice ourselves. We'll sacrifice our own resources to help somebody out. But in this season, you have to keep that on reserve for you. You can't take care of other people to the best of your ability if you're not even good on your own, right? You're not even good with you. You didn't take care of you. You got to be at 100% before you start giving to other people. So make sure that you're good with you, especially during this phase, this transition. It's important for you to give to you rest when needed. Don't overdo it. Don't overextend yourself. And that's what has the world turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's getting ready to take a big risk here. All chips on the table. And you believe in it so heavily. This unwavering faith that whatever this is, God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you, is backing you up on that. Yeah, baby, here it is. I'm the wind that's going to keep you sailing. Hey, thank you. Send all the love back to you, times 10. I'm going to leave this in the deck, okay? All right, Spirit. There's a need to protect your energy. If they cannot treat you with love, respect, and kindness, they cannot afford access into your energy. They don't get the key code. They don't have the Wi-Fi to the password. They can't get through the gate. Here comes the computer lady, y'all. Access denied. Betty, what are you doing? Okay, so here's Betty's making an appearance today. Who was it yesterday? Was it Eva? There's Betty. Okay, Black Betty, go on. We'll play your theme song here in a minute, y'all. She's crazy as hell. She's crazy. She gets the dogs, and she's an instigator. Somebody may be coming to instigate some shit with you, okay? Just to be in your energy. This person you cut off, you're trying to get away from, they may be coming in to muck up your energy, okay? I'm getting that off of Betty because she's an instigator. She gets the dogs all riled up. She has them chase her up the tree on purpose. What are you doing? I'm always scared she's going to get stuck in the tree. I have to go get the ladder down, have my ass climbing up the damn tree. Neighbors, the neighbors with our neighbors, they use their binoculars. They be spying on us. I'm just going to be waving from the tree. Morning, y'all. Just get Black Betty. She got stuck this morning. All right, Spirit. Anyway, back to this reading. Good morning, y'all. Send all that love and light back to you, times 10. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it is creepy. Especially since I live in the sticks. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. You have to get your binoculars off to see across the way anyway. So, hey! Send all that love and light back to you, times 10. Okay, Spirit. What's in the current energy? What's in the current energy? The Lovers. Some of y'all are releasing toxic romantic relationships. If this isn't a romantic relationship, this is a strong soul tie, okay? So this could be a family member that you're firing because they don't want to get on their shit, okay? You have a place even if it's... I know, that's so true. Even if it's in the boondocks, even if it's in the middle of the sticks. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. If this isn't a romantic partner, it's family member that you were really close with at one point in time, or tried to be at least. You know, it could be a friend that it is that you've been friends with for decades. It could be a business associate, business partner. All right, tell me about the Lovers. What is this here for? Why is this in the current energy? But this is about harmony and balance within relationships. Libra. It's actually Gemini energy. Someone wants to express themselves. Also, another reason why you're having to get away from these people or this person or whatever it is that you're moving, you're transitioning from, out of. It's because it was messing up with your creative spirit, okay? It was messing up your creativity. So maybe this person puts you in an energy where like you get a writer's block or creative block. It's like you can't be yourself around this person. You overthink everything. It's like they make you doubt, they make you self-guess things. Tell me about the Lovers in the Knight of Cups. Two of Wands. So here you are coming back home to yourself. And this is helping you express what's on your heart, express yourself in its authenticity, in an authentic way. And now you're in a space where you can figure out how you're going to get from where you're at to where it is you want to try to go, right? I was telling you, fall in love with the journey, not necessarily the destination. But you're looking at the globe here. You got your map, you got your ideas, and you're trying to figure out how to implement that. How are you going to take action? So 2 and 1 isn't actually taking action. We're planning our action. So you're planning to take action towards something. For some of y'all have a romantic partner trying to figure out how to get to you. I'm having to read this 2 ways because we got love messages trying to come through here. We may have to do an extra bonus love reading. We'll do that after personals, though. I got to take care of personals. 6 of Cups. Somebody from the past wants to reconcile. Thank you. Send all that love light back to you, times 10. The Fool, taking a blind leap of faith towards something new. Justice. There we go, Libra. Someone wants to make peace with you. Someone wants to break bread here. Who is this, Spirit? Who is this? Good morning. Good morning. Tower. This is somebody that came to like, it's like a volcano that erupted here. Some sort of big life change. There could have been a really big fight. Some sort of abrupt ending here. It was something unexpected. Tell me about the Tower. Who is this person? Possible Scorpio? High Priestess. You're not talking to this person. You're not in contact with this person. You surrendered this already. Because it was toxic. This big life change, this chaos, you had to transform. Tower came down. You used your intuition. You got silent, right? Knowledge is power. Silence is golden. To make a choice. To surrender it. You gave it to God's source universe. What will be, will be. I'm moving on from this, you know. Because it was toxic. No bueno. Not for you. Y'all, a lot of these energies don't have any power of their own. Okay, this is someone who is insecure. If this is outside of yourself. Sometimes this is ourselves. This is our own fear-based ego. Self-sabotaging. Okay. But in this instance, I feel like this is external. This is what it is that you're moving away from in the physical. But people like this don't have any power of their own. So that's why they have to come to you to feed off of your energy vampires, okay? It needs your light. It needs your power. It needs your shine. All right, Jocelyn, I got you, love. Thank you for that, sweetheart. Tell me about the Devil. What is this? What is this? Trying to come back from the past. Yeah, see, you left this. You took a blind leap of faith in a different direction. And someone may be really critical about that, okay? Someone may be... Look at the Tree of Life. We saw that on our card today. Right? That was the card that we read from. That's the same symbol. I'll see that? Interesting. But you have the wisdom. You have keen sight and keen hearing. So you're evaluating the situation correctly. You're seeing something for what it truly is when it comes to this person. All right, what came out? It's Queen of Pentacles, the Page. This is someone who's over domineering, right? This person's being really stubborn. This person may act like they're better than you, okay? Or they project that they're better than you, okay? And they're coming to give some sort of offer. This could be an actual physical gift. It could be something like a contract of some sorts, an agreement of some sorts. But here they come in with, all right. So what is this situation? What's influencing this energy, Spirit? What's influencing this energy? Why is this person doing this? Because you took a blind leap of faith in a whole new direction. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Okay. Give me one more. Give me a little bit more, Spirit. Getting a little redundant, y'all. How does it work to get a reading? CashApp, Venmo, or PayPal, your preferred payment platform. At Lady Leo Spiritual, the same spelling as this one. There's no .1, .2s, 2 L's. That's not me, y'all. That's a scammer. Watch your 6, watch your blessings. CashApp, Venmo, PayPal, at Lady Leo Spiritual. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, or $44 for extended. Okay. Give me one more. The Emperor, I think that was. Let me get it. It fell on the floor. Hi, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I see the fire. I see you, Instagram. Fire, fire, fire. Send all that love and light back to you, times 10. Good morning, y'all. Where'd it go? It is. It's the Emperor. Let me get it. Hold on. Can I reach it? my little corner over here, my little hole I got cleared out. All right, so we've got the Emperor showing up. Something about the way that your power, your personal power. You called your power back, okay? So yeah, whatever energy that it is you're getting, this was challenging you. This was mirroring off of you, okay? Whatever this person, this energy is. So all the things that you thought were good in this person were really reflections of yourself. This person tried to, it's like they're trying to do Jedi mind tricks over here. They want your power, your authority, right? There's been a lot that you're born to be a great leader. That came out earlier, right? Where did it go? Where were those cards? What did it say? Yeah, you see clearly. You see the situation clearly. A lot of y'all have a lot of eyeballs on you right now. Okay. They're coming back because they know that autumn is their last chance to be in your energy. But you're on your healing journey. An elder will teach you how to become this leader. And it's a time to be brave. Okay. So maybe it's scary to walk away from this person. Or scary to go do something out on your own. But this is where you called your power back. You built your own throne. You have your own pedestal because you built it. So, yeah, you best believe your spunky ass climbing up the ladder, sit on your throne. Mind play with the player. Yeah, that was the biggest message that came out. Like, that was our card this morning. Be the hunter, not the hunted, you know? All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. Tell me about this Emperor. Possible Aries. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, see, that's no bueno. This is affecting some sort of emotional fulfillment. Yeah. We talked about this yesterday. This could be giving somebody a headache. Somebody's feeling defeated because you're getting away, or maybe you were on to them, or, you know, a lot of times people like this, they wear a mask. They're not their authentic selves. They have some sort of agenda. You know, they benefit off of you in some sort of way. Okay, somebody could have, it's like you figured somebody out. You not being attached to them anymore, you leaving their energy kind of exposes that for, you know. All right. What brand of cards am I using? This deck? This deck is the Lightseer's deck. Hi, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. All right. What's the energy coming towards the collective? Five of Wands. Here they come. With their conflict and their drama and their arguments. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of y'all are. The only person that you're in competition with is the person that you were yesterday. So you have these people or this person coming in to create some sort of challenge or conflict. I am doing readings if y'all want to get in line. I told you were meant to be seen, meant to be heard. You're meant to shine, shine bright like a diamond. You're a star. You are a star. Thank you. And all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Dang, that was cute. Thank you for that. How much for a mini? It's $11 for a mini. This is also you being presented with a miracle, something that you asked for, okay? And a lot of times this is a hardship that it is that we've overcome, or we're in the middle of it, and we're asking for some sort of miracle to happen for us. You know, here she comes again. Hi, Black Betty. What you want, Betty? Come here, baby. You can't be up here right now. We can hang out in a little while, okay? You come over here. Thank you, ma'am. Betty! You see what I mean? You got people coming in to distract her ass. Like Betty. She's an instigator, I'm telling you. She's trying to start shit with me. She knows she's not supposed to be over here. They're really not even supposed to be on my table. They don't listen. Like this person trying to interject themselves into your energy. That's how you know this person's arrogant too, okay? This person feels like, you know, the audacity. The audacity. CashApp, Venmo, PayPal at ladyleospiritual. All right, best and highest messages. They don't want to go. Yeah, they don't want to go. Because that's what we determined at the beginning of this reading. They're addicted to your light. They're addicted to your energy, your ideas. A lot of these people take credit for what it is that you've done, you know, or they adopt your mannerisms or the things that it is that you say. You know, they don't have an identity of their own. That's why they're a follower. That's why you're a leader. You're the trendsetter. You're the original blueprint, you know? Yep. And people want you stuck and stagnant. They want you in your head. Because if you're in your head, then you're not focused on leaving them behind. You're not focused on your goals and your aspirations on your own journey. You're focused on them, which they get to siphon the energy off of. Whether it's subconscious or not, whether they're consciously aware of doing it or not. That's how the energy is, energy exchange. But the wheel turned in your favor because you're coming back home to you and creating a balance and harmony within yourself. Gaining new perspectives, being enlightened, right? Getting your priorities in order. Hey, Zeus, thank you, love. I got your payment in for an extended. I appreciate that very much, love. And you're taking this passionate action towards what it is that you desire. See, yeah, you're free spirit. You dance to the beat of your own drum. There's something very rare, very unique about you, the way you think, the way that you move. You know, you're the original blueprint for something. Of course they're going to want to copy you. They want to be the it thing. Well, they don't believe that they're the it thing in itself. You know that you are. Deep down, you were tricked into believing that you weren't. Over time, right? This starts in childhood. That's where the insecurities start arising. Okay, this is your call back to self. You're not awakening in this phase. You're remembering. You're remembering who you are. Oh, no, I'm seeing Mufasa come through the sky. Remember who you are. Here come your ancestors. I love my law enforcement families. I love my law enforcement agents so much. That's awesome, Porsche. Hi, y'all. Welcome. Hi, Jay, Cammie, Regina. Jesus, Nick, Sam, Divine Cards, Big Hunk, Rabid Sarah, Betta. Good morning, Annie. If I didn't greet you, I apologize. Hi, Instagram. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. What's the spiritual advice here, Spirit? What's the spiritual advice? I love you too, Perny. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I told you they were blocking your damn blessings. Okay. The overall spiritual advice is you have to get up and walk away from things that are not fulfilling emotionally or just in general. Okay. If y'all are new, you seasoned veterans here, y'all know what I'm about to say when it comes to this card, specifically in this deck. But you newbies here, okay, this is how much you gave. This whole little ocean, this little pond right here, okay, the bowls are sinking. That's how much you gave. It created a pond, okay. The one bowl that you asked to get filled in return, that you can light a fire in that mug. They didn't give shit. If you can start a fire in it, you know that it's dry as, okay. You had to get up and walk away. What happens to water when it gets stagnant? It's a cesspool. Here comes Betty again. Betty. Boo-boo. Thank you, ma'am. Instigator. See what I mean? If you stay here, you're allowing these people to drain your ass. You're giving into it. If Betty stays over here, she's going to take up the whole damn table and I can't finish my reading. She's blocking my blessings. You see what I mean? She's throwing a wrench in the plans. She's not allowed. She's crossing boundaries. She's got to go. Access denied. If you cannot treat me with love, respect, and kindness, you don't have access to my energy, Betty. Stay your ass over there. Picking up what I'm throwing down? You can't stay here, okay? You're unalive yourself. You gave too much. You got to get up and walk towards life force energy. Okay, you got to recharge your batteries. You got to replenish here. She really is, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Betty's Billy Joe badass. That's Betty. She may be but little, but she fierce. Good morning, Craig. Hi, Lillian. How y'all doing? Welcome. So yes, in this season, wait a minute. Hold on. Look, Betty, you threw me off. Here goes my squirrelness. Squirrel. Okay, anyway, you're getting up to walk away from the things that are no longer serving you, okay? And you're taking this fast path. You made a choice. See the black and the white horse duality? You're making a choice to get in your chariot and go where it is that you need to go. You're traveling here, so it's movement happening because of your resilience towards these blessings that is yours. This is God's sourced universe, whatever that looks like for you, giving you this seed that's already rooted. It's already got roots coming out this mug. All you got to do is drop it in the ground for it to grow. Okay? Everybody's growing different things in their garden, and that's okay. The collective message is shit was blocking your blessings. All right, y'all. Let's get a couple oracle cards. Y'all want some sassy? Pernie's like sassy. I need the sassy affirmations. Y'all want some sassy affirmations? Y'all know we got to light it up. We got to fire it up. Let me see the fire in the chat. We'll get some sassy affirmations. Best and highest messages here. We're going to pull from the thud. Hey, I'm sending that love and light back 2 times. 10. We're going to see what the keepers of the light say first. Damn, these are flying out. Fire, fire, fire. I see you. I see you. Hey, yeah, we turning up the heat now. Here we go. Now our brains are coming online. Good morning, good morning. There's the sun. Here comes the sun. All right, the Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So this is where you're giving yourself grace. You're learning how to give others grace. Forgive them for they not know what they do. But that don't mean that they get access to you. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. See, that wasn't even me. That was spirit. I can't even take credit for that one. The Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. You are so loved. What I tell y'all? Your whole spirit team is praising your name in the spirit realm. They sing in your song. Oh, here it comes. Legends never die when the world is calling you. Yeah, the world's calling you. Your spirit team's is calling you. It's time to rise. It's time to put your spiritual daddy armor on. Let's go. Batter up. Be on standby. Give me a few more from this deck, Spirit. Best and highest message here for the collectors. Expect miracles, okay? That's what you're attracting. Mary Magdalene. Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Here comes the voice of your spirit coming through, right? Where your spirit's screaming at you. We talked about this yesterday. Those of you that have kids, I know you saw it Frozen 2 8 kajillion million times. That point your ears wanted to bleed. But in the storyline, Elsa hears the calling of spirit. And it was so loud that she couldn't help but to have to follow it. It was too loud. It was bugging the crap out of her. So she set on a journey to go figure out where this voice was calling her to, okay? Follow your inner call. Don't let anything stop you, right? That's what it's time to take flight. It's time to be brave this time. You were meant to be a leader, okay? Called Archangel Michael at the bottom of the deck, 444, Saint Michael in all four corners, or whatever your equivalent to that energy is, okay? But trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So don't overthink whatever this is. Don't get too stressed out about it, okay? Set the intention, say your prayer, and let it be what it is. Allow space for it to happen, okay? Stuff doesn't just instantaneously fall in our lap. We've got to give God's source universe time to connect the paths here, right? It's almost like I'm seeing gears, like kind of like in Game of Thrones. You know, in the intro of Game of Thrones, you got all these like gears shifting and paths moving and stuff like that. You got to give time for that to play out. We experience it so much slower here in the 3D. So give time for the 5D to show up in the 3D. As above, so below. As within, so without. You picking up what I'm throwing down? Okay. What do the angels and ancestors have to say? Somebody's got a masculine passed over loved one coming through here. So showing up as masculine. This is possibly a father, grandfather, an uncle, some sort of mentor here. Okay. Trust in the unknown. So if you have been facing adversity, we have the story of the crows and the eagle. Okay, when a murder of crows attacks an eagle, the eagle doesn't fight back. it rises further, right? It ascends higher. And as it ascends higher, it's too high that the murder of crows can't breathe that high. It's at an altitude it'll suffocate. You're suffocating out the adversity because you're taking something to a higher plane. You're looking at something from a bird's eye view. Okay, and that's coming from, like, I'm getting that Mufasa, right? I told you about, somebody wants you to remember who you are, where you come from, what you stand for. Blood and bone. By blood and bone. Okay. Give me a few from the spirit. That's the highest message here for the collective. What do the angels and ancestors have to say? We'll take these 4. White witch, be the light. So maybe y'all are getting up on your rituals here. Okay, you're expanding in your spiritual beliefs and what resonates with you, what it is that you're willing to put up with, what it is that is for you. You know, it's like when we were going through these spiritual awakening phases, it's so easy to get caught up in these cult-like mindsets or these cult groups. You know, whether that's church cults, twin flame cults, covens, those sorts of things. Not saying that any of those are bad if you're attached to any of those things, but it can be really, you know, not necessarily for your most loving and highest good. So there, I know that I'm talking to a collective group of people where you can think for yourself. Okay, there, a lot of you use your own discernment. If something doesn't sound right, it doesn't resonate with you, you take a moment to listen to that, and that's important. Okay, so that's being brought to somebody's attention here. You're being commended for that. All right, Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. A lot of y'all don't need to go play with magic, M-A-G-I-C-K, because you are magic, M-A-G-I-C. You are miraculous. You know? You have some sort of inner insight, inner power, inner way of understanding how to take the resources that you have around you, right? When life throws you lemonade, boo-boo, or when life throws you lemons, not only are you making lemonade, you done found out a cleaning solution with it. You know, you're using it to season your chicken and your rice. You know, you're using that lemon in every way possible to better yourself, you know, and that's intelligent. Because you're so smart, darling. You're so smart. Animal guardian. And because you need to trust your instincts. So I told you, a lot of y'all are very intuitive. You have a very strong sense of instinct, right? This isn't coming from the heart. This isn't when we're in our emotions. This isn't coming from the head where we're overthinking things and we're paranoia, or we have paranoia about it. We're stressed about it. This comes from the gut. It's just the way. You know the way to go. It was by that way by design. You were a leader. You trust your instinct. Before you know it, you're carving your own way because Spirit said to go that way, because you know when you were following the crowd, right? You're falling in holes and pits and shit. You know, you're driving your car. You're going to get a dang busted tire because you have potholes. They go in the wrong way. They lead you wrong. So you're forging your own path. You're forging your own way because your instinct told you to. Hey! Sound 11 light back to you times 10. Thank you for that. And Protection Guardian, drop your shields. So a lot of you are being very, very, very heavily protected during this time. I don't know how many times this protection has come through. I told you, your ancestors, they don't play when it comes to you. Okay, you're the one with all the potential. They're pouring all their love into you, and they want you to remember who the fuck you is, okay? You're not overextending yourself. You're not some peasant walking the streets here. You are royalty, cosmic royalty. Okay, spiritual daddies, spiritual baddies, spiritual gangsters. And this ain't your first rodeo. That's why another reason why you have such strong intuition, why you have this strong instinct. You've been here a time or two. You're just picking up where you left off. People recognize one way or another. And a lot of y'all souls are older than the people that it is that you have around you. 1, 2, 3. I just see 1, 2, 3 on the clock. It's all coming together in steps. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Sassy affirmations. Y'all put fire in the chat. I'm going to give y'all some sassy affirmations. So y'all remember, if you don't like being called a bitch, this is the part where you exit out, scroll up, come back later. Okay. Because we're going to get sassy. Give me some tough love, Spirit. Give me some tough love. Best and highest messages here for the collective. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Here we go. Hey, fire, fire, fire. Let me ring the bell for y'all. So all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank y'all for helping me raise the vibration. Oh, Perny's ready. She's like, yes, Leah, let's go. Let's go. Hurt me good. Hurt me good. Visionize messages here, Spirit. Yeah, we don't need no poo nannies. If you ain't got thick skin, this one ain't for you, boo-boo. It's all right. We love you anyway. Just come back later, okay? Listen, bitch. You're allowed to fail. Learn from it, dust yourself off, and fuck shit up, okay? That's right. It's okay that you fell off the horse a time or two. All you got to do is climb back up on that saddle, all right? And we're going to keep it moving. That's good. You're going to learn the lesson. There's a lesson in there's a blessing in the lesson. Dust it off and go on about your damn way. Some of y'all, I just saw the bend and snap from damn Legally Blonde. Some of y'all make this look good, okay? Even when y'all are falling. Even when you're falling off the horse, you made it look graceful like it was meant to be like that, okay? So kudos if that is you. You put a little spin on it, okay? You made it, you improv'd. You're really good at improving. Listen, bitch, you're not one thing. You're a million amazing things. You're not a one-hit wonder, okay? Now, most of y'all are jacks of all trades and a master of none. And then there's some of y'all that are jacks of all trades and a master of some. Good for you. You're not one thing. You're a million amazing things. Okay. Listen, bitch, if you can't find a way, carve your own fucking path. And that's exactly what it is that you're done. Spirit, look at this. Lone wolf. The black sheep, the black wolves of the damn group. Outcasts, scapegoats, outlaws, brave hearts, truth tellers, truth seekers, the whistleblowers, okay. The leaders of the pack. Jacking and sassing. Keep on trucking, baby. Oh my gosh, Purdy's on one today. She's all in her sassy vibe. She said, yeah, girl, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Good morning, Craig. How you doing? That's you? Look at y'all claiming it. See? Do it. That's exactly what you did, though, right? We talked about that. You were being led wrong. You recognized it. Your spirit, it just doesn't set right with you. You can't bring yourself to keep following. If you know better, you see something, you say something. Right? What do they say about insanity? You keep doing the same thing, expecting the same damn results. It's like it clicked one day. Hello? Could have had a V8. I'm not supposed to go that way. That looks scary as fuck because it's a jungle. But guess what? Spirit gave you a machete and said, let's go, boo-boo. And what do? You start swinging that machete. You carved your own fucking path. That's why some of these are bitter Bettys. Like Black Betty over there. They be bitter, and that's why they're trying to instigate shit with you. All right, Spirit. Give me a couple more here. Bezonized messages. Give me a couple more. Don't be bitter Bettys. Debbie Downers. Negative Nancys and karmic Karens. Don't you be doing that. Don't want it. You want your grown shit. You're in your grateful heart. And we have a positive mindset. We're not getting stuck in victimhood mentality. Maybe you were a victim at one point in time, but you survived that shit. And it's your time to thrive, boo-boo. We ain't getting stuck there. Not today, Satan. Listen, bitch. Choose you every time. That's why these blessings are coming in. Because you're finally in an energy where you understand you got to choose you first. You got to pick you. Those of you that are in work positions or career, okay, and let's just say your boss comes up to you and asks, who do you think would be best for this position, right? And it's a level up. It would be a promotion. You best believe me. I'm best for that position. Sometimes we get cringed out by that, you know? Don't do that. You best be the best candidate. You better be your biggest cheerleader. You better nominate you. Don't you tell them that, oh, Miss Sammy Beth over there needs to be in that position. Knowing good and damn well, you could blow Sammy Beth out of the water in 2 seconds. Don't do that. You're blocking your blessings, overextending yourself. Hey! Send all the love right back to you, Thomas 10. Sammy Beth ain't advocating for you. Best believe if shit went wrong, you're the first one that Sammy Beth is throwing your ass under the bus. They did it. Nominate you. Okay, choose you. You're worth it. Why not you? You know that you could blow this person out of the water. And it's not about being better than anybody, y'all. It's about recognition. Recognize yourself. That's how some of these people end up in these positions, is nobody challenged it, or somebody nominated their ass, knowing that their resume is fake, knowing they have no business being in that state. That's why it's the blind leading the blind out there. It's chaos. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Sammy Beth is a Karen. Absolutely, Almond Roy. You damn right. Karen. Give me a few more, Spirit. Give me a few more. Make the gamer the victim and walk away with a smirk. Oh, Pernie's on one this morning. She's feeling it. Good morning, y'all. That's right. I nominate myself. It's my honor. You earned the badge. You have the right. Listen, bitch. Be a weirdo. There's power in that. Oh, excuse me. There's an extra dirty word in there. Hold on. I got to get extra sassy. And we got to add emphasis there. Listen, bitch. Be a fucking weirdo. There's power in that. That's better. What did I tell y'all yesterday? Y'all are rare. Y'all are unique, okay? A lot of y'all are unicorns in this world, okay? And people like to hate on you because they want to be the unicorn. So they like the damn Kardashians. And they'll go to the store and buy their damn unicorn horn, sewing it on, and be like, okay, I belong here. No, they don't. They're creeps. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. They don't belong here. They're not the same kind of weird. Okay? It ain't the same level of cray-cray. It's a different category. They in the wrong classroom. They got lost. Okay? Best message to Spirit. Listen, bitch. Blurt out your ideas or hold them back and see what doesn't happen. See, a lot of y'all are. Y'all are intelligent. Y'all are creative. There's something that sets you apart. It's the weirdness in you. It's the weirdo. It's the strange. It's all the quirky things that make you you, okay? You are the revolution, okay? You're the it thing. You're the change. You're here to shake shit up. Where shit's boring and everybody's following the damn, right, the mundane. Here you come in to shake it up a little bit. Sometimes people don't like that. They want to sit in their little comfortable way of being. They attach themselves to what's familiar. They don't want to get out of their comfort zones, and you're uncomfortable, and you challenge the fuck out of that, okay? That's part of your purpose. You were meant to. Challenge their shit. A lot of y'all question people, too. And usually people don't question these peoples. And that irritates them, too. Like, how dare you question me? What you saying ain't resonating, homie. The math ain't mathing. Your shit ain't adding up. You damn right I'm asking questions. It don't make no sense. And then they want to gaslight you or guilt trip you and make you wonder, like, no, it rates the question, okay? It rates the fucking question. Why can't you answer the question? Home skillet, why are you getting your panties in a bunch? You lying? You got something to hide? I'm sniffing it out. And I'm allergic to bullshit. If I start sneezing, we know what's going on. Listen, bitch. Change is good. Embrace that shit. It can be uncomfortable. And it can be challenging. And yes, it's conflicting. But it's for our most loving highest good. Okay? This is where that change, that conflict is happening because Spirit's forcing us to make a move. And we make moves when we're uncomfortable. Okay? All right, y'all. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank y'all so much for popping in and hanging out with me live, whether you caught me here on Instagram or TikTok. Replay will be posted to YouTube. If you're still here to YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little gray notification bell so I can see you again, boo-boo. And you know when I post more like this one. All right, so I got to check payments. I got to come back with the updated list for personal readings. I think we got about 5 people in line. If it resonates for you to get in line, CashApp, Venmo, or PayPal, your preferred payment platform. $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended, at ladyleospiritual on all handles. Spelled the same way as here. Just a reminder, if anybody's DMing y'all, enticing y'all to get any services or any readings, that is not me. I never reach out first to entice y'all to get a reading. Okay? I'm not calling you dear and telling you that you were chosen for a message. That ain't me, home skillet, okay? That's somebody else. And you ain't never getting a reading. You'll never receive it. If you're looking for private services, private readings, hex and curse removals, energy cleansings, cord cuttings, money blockages, natal charts, you can find that at ladyleospiritual.com. Something that it is that I've been sharing with y'all is this Quechua Ormus. So there's 72 superconductive monatomic minerals in it. This can help enhance your intuition, especially if y'all are into meditation or you're trying to take it up a notch here. This is really good at supporting that. It's also good for cognitive function. It's got a lot of other benefits too. And you can't see it because I've got my enhance on and I've got my other filter on over here. I think maybe my filter came off for a second. Maybe some of y'all couldn't tell. But this has been helping my skin improve some, y'all. And I wasn't even expecting that. So I think after this one's the frankincense gold and myrrh. I'm going to try they have one that's called rose. And I used it. That's my favorite one, is the one with the rose. And I'm going to see if using the rose version along with the other stuff that it is that I've been using, see if that like takes it another notch. But anyway, the link for that is in my bio if you're interested. You can use my affiliate link. Yes, I get a little bit of a commission off of it. So yes, it does help me. But I've been sharing that with y'all. Okay. Finish getting these cards up. Y'all don't forget to be rare. You're meant to be special. You're meant to be a leader. You're not meant to conform. You're here to set the stage for the change that it is that we're meant to be experiencing, for what it is that we're meant to be going through. These transformations taking place. Keep shining that light bright. You know, I'm going to say, can you put it up again so I can screenshot it? Wait, screenshot what? What are we screenshotting? What was that again? What did I show you, boo-boo? Oh, this. The Quechua Ormus. My link is in the bio if y'all want to go check it out. I don't know if y'all can see it. I made a post on it. So if you go to my profile page and scroll down to my post, I think I'm even holding it up in the thumbnail. But you just take a little sip. It usually comes, they send you like this little wine glass looking thing. And it's kind of like you taking just like a little mini shot of it. Mine broke. Yeah, mine broke. So I just take a swig out of the bottle. Nobody else uses it anyway. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so y'all know I'm going to say it. Keep shining your light bright. And if your light ain't here to take nobody's demons, boo-boo, you ain't doing it right. Turn up the heat. Blind the eyes out. Then go get their hater shades. If your light's irritating their demons, it's their responsibility to go put their hater shades on, okay? All right, y'all. See you in a few minutes. I love you. I love you. I love you, star seeds. Love and light.